Welcome everyone, my name is Magdalena Grace, and if you're joining us for the 88 Day Vibrant Challenge, this is your first Kundalini Kriya that you can do for the first 44 days if you'd like, or you can even choose to do this and partake in this for the first 90 days. If you are not a part of the 88 Day Vibrant Challenge, why not? Join us. It may not be too late. Go to magdalenagrace.com. If this isn't your first time watching this, you can go ahead and look at the timestamps and skip ahead. For those of you watching this for the first time, welcome again. I am Magdalena Grace, and I'm an abundance alchemist, which basically is a summary of all of the things that I've done my last 25 years of my life. I'm one part sales coach, helping conscious entrepreneurs double their income without selling their soul, one part medicine woman, and also one part Kundalini yogi, studying the ancient yogic traditions. And I'd like to share a little bit about me before we dive in to what we're going to be partaking with today in this practice and transmission. My full name is Misty Magdalena Grace. Misty stands for the Valkyrie, Viking priestess, Germanic side of the dark feminine of my consciousness. The Valkyrie are those warriors who you might see behind me right here that rode the winged horses and got to choose who lived or died, and worked with Woden and Freya and took them to Valhalla when they passed away. They're all about that warrior, that strength. Then there's the Magdalena side. That is my light feminine consciousness. That is all about Mary Magdalene, who was a soul midwife. She was there when Christ died. She helped people from this life to the next, also known as a death doula. And then there's the grace component of my journey, the grace that I personally am still grateful to be alive. A lot of this, you'll see the theme is death. Well, what I love about Kundalini Yoga, and probably my favorite number one alchemical tool that Carl Jung promoted and so many others, it's a tool that helps you through that ultimate death, rebirth, and renewal. Alchemizing the shadow into light, the fear into love, the guilt into trust, the scarcity and lack into abundance, the grief into gold. So whatever brought you into this health challenge that we're doing for 88 days, whether you have challenges with addiction, whether you have challenges with emotional eating, drinking too much alcohol, all of these things, by the way, I had. And when I hit rock bottom, I found many tools, alchemical tools, and now I work with over 20 different tools. And over the past 25 years, I've coached over 20,000 people in health, fitness, sales, or business. So I've seen how daily habits can help take you ahead in life, or if they're toxic habits, coming from an unconscious place of shame, guilt, fear, abandonment, lack, scarcity, distrust, feeling unlovable, feeling like your needs don't matter, feeling like you're too much. Again, unconscious, underneath the conscious mind. And the ego then shuts you down from feeling those emotions, thoughts, feelings that drive you. And like Carl Jung says, until you make the unconscious conscious, you will allow it to guide you and direct your life, and you will call it fate. And ultimately, you are the creator of your life. You don't have to struggle with emotional eating. You don't have to have these dis-eases that run in your generational and your family, or addiction runs in your family, or whatever is the story that was told by you and your family of origin. You might just be the cycle breaker. And of course, in order to do that, you got to go within. As within, so without. And that's where the work happens. Is not so much just giving up the alcohol, not so much just eating clean, or even simply exercising. I was a health fitness junkie for almost 20 years, and then I still succumbed to alcoholism and a lot of toxic behaviors and addiction, social media addiction, all of these kinds of things that just attacked my gut, but most importantly, helped me get further and further and further out of alignment. And so once I really remembered who I truly am, a spiritual being, having a physical experience, as Tara Brach says, in these spacesuits that we're wearing, temporarily, we all are going to die. We all were born, and we're all going to die. And so my company is called the Lotus Throne Healing and Coaching Sanctuary for that reason. The lotus flower representing death, rebirth, renewal. And the throne is reclaiming your sovereignty, standing in your power, your truth, coming from the heart brain and the gut brain, not just brain between our ears up in our head. We want to be in alignment, mind, body, and spirit. So that's a little bit about me, and my hope is today that you came with the opportunity and the intention to alchemize a shadow into light, to really process some emotions through your central nervous system. Today we're going to help you regulate your central nervous system. We're going to open up your chakras. We're going to balance the hemispheres of the brain. And we're using ancient technology called Kundalini Kriya. I'm going to explain what that is in a moment. And ultimately, by the end of this transmission, and I will explain what I mean by transmission, you will feel a shift. And that could also even be part of your intention, shifting from a negative emotion into more of a bliss or positive states. Or, even better, neutral, 0.0. Being more grounded, calm in who you are, so that no matter what happens and comes at you, you won't reach for the unhealthy food or the toxic drink or whatever it is that you're committed to inside of this 88-day vibrant challenge. This can be a tool that can help you overcome those cravings, overcome any toxic emotions or downward spirals or whatever it is that you're also hoping to gain and have a radical breakthrough over the next 88 days. Okay? So you're gonna need some tools. Now you'll see right here, I do have an altar, totally optional, not necessary, but I am a medicine woman, I'm a mystical yogi, so I love having a candle, setting my intention with that. I have incense burning here, you can see it. I also have some Palo Santo. You can set up like a little ceremony space for yourself. You also see I have some flowers. I'm basically covering all the elements, earth, air, fire, water, and ether on the altar. So again, altar is optional. Ideally, you could have a journal because you may have something that comes through this transmission experience that you want to write down. And if you set an intention, what it is that you're letting go of, what it is that you're calling in, you may want to actually write that down and track it all of the 88 days, and hopefully you're also reflecting upon it, all of that along the way, so you can be the change you want to see in your world. 88 days, 90 days is enough to reprogram the unconscious mind and help you really get lasting results and like for real, see a change in your waistline if you want to shed some pounds, see changes in your skin, see improvement in your bowel movements, you're going to feel so much more energy. All of these things are meant to help you transform your life, and if you reflect on it also, pen to paper, that reprograms and rewires the unconscious mind. You also want a cushion. I'm actually sitting on a back jack, if you could see that. That is my tool that I choose to use. Whatever feels good to you, and if you want some water, tea, make sure you drink and are hydrated before. And then of course, what is your sacred intention, which we talked about. So now I want to explain what a Kriya is. Kriya is actually Sanskrit. It's actually similar to the word karma, if you've ever heard of karma. Karma gets confused a lot of times, misconstrued. Karma itself means action. Something that is going to, be done, happening, etc. Kriya is slightly different, and in my opinion, even more powerful. Kriya means action with a specific result. So we're combining breath with meditation, with movement, and mantra. I did forget, you don't have to sit on the ground, you can sit in a chair. Those of us who are yogis, we like to sit in lotus position, but you don't have to. You can sit whatever comfortable position works for your body. Listen to your body. So ultimately, within the Kriya that we're going to do today, you could have a shift. And so by being able to have an intention and moving through the Kriya, the meditation, the breath, the mudra, the mantra, the chant, you're going to be able to heal something at the unconscious level. Some people even cry. Some might even have a somatic release. You could have some tissues around you if you would like. But again, nothing happens without an intention. Energy flows where intention goes. So before we get started, we will be setting an intention. So you can always hit the pause button if you don't know what your intention is at this time. And now let me tell you what the Kriya is. And after the Kriya, we'll also have a transmission of music. I'll be singing some mantras. So the Kriya that we're going to be doing, we'll practice once before we open up sacred space and dive in. But it's called Sa Ta Na Ma. Sat Nam is a shortened version of that, means I am the truth, I am the light, or truth is my name. So basically saying I am the light, I am the truth, right? And then when you break it down in the 4 syllables that we're going to be using is Sa, Ta, Na, Ma, it means infinity, life, death, and rebirth. Infinity, life, death, and rebirth. So you're actively alchemizing with all of those syllables, plus the breath, the meditation, all of it, so that your chakras, the 7 chakras in our physical body, are opening and cleansing and clearing and moving the toxins and free radicals. Whatever your intention is also a huge part of what will be removed. Alchemized, not necessarily saying it's going to be gone forever, right? This is a practice, a daily journey, a ritual, a habit for most of us. But by being able to repeat that mantra over and over and over again, you're going to be opening things up and raising that life force energy, that prana, that chi from the base of the spine, activating that all the way up through the crown. So it's both grounding and giving you a bliss state through the crown chakra and opening up, most importantly, your heart. So ultimately, we are going to be first putting our hands in Gyan Mudra, wisdom seal, so thumb to index finger, palms facing up. We're going to practice it now. I'll first just say a few more things. Satanama is spoken in 3 different voices. Satanama. We're going to sing it first. Satanama. Then we're going to whisper it. Sa ta na ma. Sa ta na ma. Then we're going to be silent and repeat it silently inside our head. I will be playing the ukulele for every syllable to keep you on target, so you keep going. If you get lost, you just come back. After 4 minutes of silence, then we'll go back into whispering for 2 minutes. Sa, ta, na, ma. And then we're going to sing. Sa, ta, na, ma. Again, constantly repeating that death, rebirth, renewal, cleansing, and clearing that which no longer serves you. Now, the whole time, you're also going to be partaking in a mudra that kind of reminds me of EMDR, where both hands are going to be doing this simultaneously. On every syllable, you're going to change fingertip touching the thumb. So sa, ta, na, ma. So look at my hand. Sa, ta, na, ma. So we'll practice it. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Then when we whisper, sa, ta, na, ma. And then when we're silent, it's. And ultimately, you'll be just following along in your head. If you get off, no big deal. So that's the mudra, and we'll do that for roughly 12 minutes. So 2 minutes of singing, 2 minutes of whispering, 4 minutes of silent inside of your head only, and then 2 minutes of whispering, and then 2 minutes of singing. We will also open with a chant. You can listen if you've never heard of it before. I don't want to go into all of the teaching today. The more you do it, then you can decide to just jump in. We'll open with Ong Namo Gurudev Namo 3 times. It's like an opening prayer, invocation, calling in your higher self, your guides, whatever you believe in, calling in that energy of protection. And we'll sing that 3 times, and then we'll open and go right into the chant of the Satanama. We'll close also with Sat Nam. So if it's your first time ever doing a Kundalini Kriya, just receive. You can even receive the whole time. You don't even have to jump in. Ideally, you breathe deep. Ideally, you do the mudra. Ideally, you join in with the Satanama. But again, you do what is ever best and right to you. The goal is to get into a meditative state. The goal is to feel better when you're done than when you started. And then for the final thing, I'm going to be transmitting my ancestors, transmitting my Viking Germanic ancestors, channeling Mary Magdalene, Yeshua energy, and just being a channel of blessing and opening my throat chakra through my crown to help bring in some healing mantra. The mantra you can also listen to when we get to that part. It's just your meditation time to integrate, to make whole and complete your experience. And again, the whole goal here today is to go for about a total of 22 minutes and be able to really get into a deep meditative trance-like state. And by the end, you're going to feel so good. Hopefully you'll be ready to go and can face the rest of your day, whether this is done in the middle of the day, the beginning, the end, it doesn't matter. You pick what's best for you. So with that, I'm going to take a drink of water. And let's go ahead and set an intention. So just taking a couple of moments, and this could also be optional. You could always skip to the timestamp where it says Kundalini Kriya and just do the Kriya. However, for me, again, energy flows where intention goes. You came here for a purpose on this planet. What are you here to heal for your ancestors? What are you to heal for your children, yourself? That will ripple effect out into the globe, out into the planet. And you, of course, are part of this collective consciousness. So as you heal others, and you also radiate a light frequency that is a higher vibe that helps other people feel better just because you walked in the room. So how cool is that, right? So take a moment just to settle in your chair, your meditation cushion, sit up nice and tall. Let's take 2 cleansing deep inhales. Go ahead and inhale into the belly, inhale. And sigh it out. Go ahead, second time, deeper. Go ahead and inhale deeper. Hold for a second at the top. Go ahead now and exhale. Asking your higher self, calling in divine guidance, maybe even your ancestors. What is it that you would let go of today? What is it that you want to call in? What do you want to heal, feel, name, and reclaim and rewrite the story of? Whether it's fear into love, scarcity into abundance, grief into gold. Take a moment. Go ahead, open your eyes, and if you would like, write it down. And then, the moment we've all been waiting for, let's begin. Sata Nama Kundalini Kriya. I will go ahead and start, encouraging you to join me for this part. Even if you listen only on the first Ong Namo Gurudev Namo, rub your hands together, activating the feminine and the masculine sides of the brain and body. These are energies that we all possess, no matter if you're non-binary, male, female, transition, doesn't matter. You are both female and male inside. Then go ahead and bring your thumbs into the sternum, right in between the breastplates, right by the heart chakra, just above the solar plexus, sitting up nice and tall. And again, listen to this mantra, which means I call the divine within. Join in if you know it, receive if you don't. Go ahead and inhale. inhale. Om. Last time, inhale. Go ahead, inhale and hold the breath at the top. Inhale. Hold. Pull up rectum and sex organ, navel up and in, Mula Bandha if you know what that is. Otherwise, just relax. And exhale it out. Dropping your hands face up, palms facing up. Bringing your index finger to thumb to touch. Reconnecting with your sacred intention, what it is that you're letting go of, what it is that you're calling in. And now we will begin, and I will guide you. Satanama, 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 Satanama. Whisper sa, ta, na, ma, 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 silently in your head. Continuing with the fingers. Sa, ta, na, ma. Eyes closed, breathing long and deep through the nose. Just keep coming back. Sa, ta, na, ma. Third eye gaze. Get 2 more minutes of silence. Return to whisper. Sa, ta, na, ma. 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 Sa, sing. Satanama, 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 Satanama. And now silence. Bring back to regular breathing, maybe a little longer than normal. Just taking a moment to do a body scan. Noticing if anything has shifted. How you're feeling, how your energy is flowing, vibration, any frequency that's shifted and changed. You did that. You co-created that with your divine self. Coming back to your sacred intention, bringing your hands back into prayer right in front of you. We'll seal the practice before we do a final meditation. Go ahead and take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Inhale. And exhale. Sealing with one long sat, one short nam. Again, receive or join me if you know it. Go ahead, inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Staying there in that position, bringing your hands down. If you'd like, you can lie down. Whatever feels good to you. We're going to integrate now, making whole and complete this experience. I'm going to sing for you a mantra called Rama Dasa. It honors all the elements. We are all made of earth, water, fire, water, and ether. This also calls in all the directions. It's a beautiful mantra that as you heal yourself, you heal others. And as I sing, I may do a second mantra as well. After that, we'll see where we're at with time. I really want you to tune in with what you are going to bring into alignment into your life, whether it's through this challenge, whether it's through just life in general. How are you going to take embodied action? Seeing yourself take that action, see what comes through. Can't do it wrong. Simply receive the music. If you know this mantra and you want to sing along, you are welcome to. to people that you know that may have caused you harm, maybe some pain and suffering, a toxic relationship. What we send out comes back to us and can also help heal those in our life that are difficult. This is hard. Just give it a chance. See what happens. Do it a couple more times, this time sending out all to those that you love and care about, and all those on the planet now, those who may be suffering, homeless, hungry, going through war and strife. Just send this out to them. May all beings be free and happy. Go ahead and allow that mantra just to reverberate through your central nervous system. Whether you're lying down or seated, just take a nice deep inhale. Go ahead, inhale love and light. And exhale. Inhale one final time. Let's go ahead. Deepest of the day. Inhale. Hold the top, hold for a few moments. Sipping a little air through the mouth like a straw. And sigh it out, let it all go. Placing your left hand on your heart, if it feels good to you to do so. Acknowledging yourself for showing up for you. Maybe taking a moment to pondering the gratitude and the bliss and the joy and whatever it is that you created in this practice. Now setting the intention of going forth and shining your light into the world. Recommitting to your health goals, your financial goals, your relationship goals, relying again on that beautiful wisdom that comes through embodied action and embodied truth. If you have any questions, please email me info@magdalenagrace.com. Satnam. Namaste. Bye-bye for now.